Jared Poland, FroKnowsPhoto.com, here with field reporter DigiRichie again, because this time we've got the review of the Western Digital My Passport Pro, and it smells lightning fast. So you like this thing?
I do. It's pretty good, man. It works really, really well. I've been playing with it the last couple weeks, and I haven't really found anything wrong with it other than, you know, maybe an external bit.
Which we'll talk about in a second, but let's talk about the size of it. For what's in here, this is a 4 terabyte Thunderbolt powered drive.
Yeah, it's the first of its kind. There's nothing else out there like it. It's two 2 terabyte drives in there. So I mean, you either have 4 terabytes striped for speed or rated 1 for mirroring backup.
Now you were saying that you are using yours on striped.
Correct.
And I like to use this one right now on RAID, because when I'm out on the shoot or out on assignment or traveling the world, we're saving video. I want it on both just in case one does fail. Why would you use striped?
We're about speed. We're looking for the fastest option we can get because we have multiple drives being backed up on set. So I'll have a capture drive, I'll have this, and I'll have a third drive. Everything just exactly duplicated. So this is really just a speed option for us, and a quantity option. 4 terabyte in a bus-powered RAID is enormous.
Right, so these come in multiple setups. The 4 terabyte is retailed at $429. The 2 terabytes going, what'd you say, $299?
In the $300 area.
In the $300 range. So it's a little bit more expensive, but having something like this in your bag with that much storage is pretty awesome. But talking about speed, you have a test you can run here, a speed test?
I do. First thing I do whenever I get any drive is I plug it in, I follow the company's formatting, and I choose if I'm going to use their system or mine. Then I run a XBench is the test I use, and I just run a simple disk test just to see, you know, how it writes, how it reads, where its weaknesses, if it's better with big files or small files. So we'll just run a fresh one here. It only takes a couple seconds.
And what are you looking for on the screen?
So we're looking at the uncached write, you know, the write from files that exist here that have to be moved, and then just random file writing where you're moving 2 folders at once. What we're doing, we're pulling data from all over the computer when we use these. So I'm really looking at like the random, you know, the random test, not the sequential.
And so how are the numbers looking for you?
Initially it's a spin drive, so they're slow off the bat. Usually a spin drive has to start to reach its peak width. So what I'll usually do is I'll start it and I'll stop it. Get the fans going, get the drive spinning, and I'll start again. You'll see a substantial difference in speed. You know, the first time we ran it, we had 103 megs a second writing, which is not slow by any means necessary, but this drive is capable of 230 meg, 240 meg real life solution speeds.
So what I'll say is that when Steven and I have been traveling, he's been editing video off of this. I mean, that's what the Thunderbolt gives you, especially that this thing is powered. It doesn't need an external power brick. Now, I know both you and I have one concern with this thing, and that's this built-in cable right here. What's your concern with this?
I am a little nervous. The trepidation comes from having a single cord, single non-accessible port. Every drive I use has multiple ports or 2 different operations into it. Either it's USB in a Thunderbolt or a FireWire in a USB or something that in case this goes wrong, we still have it. So that's why we're kind of still preliminary, just looking at the speeds on it. But I mean, all things considered, outside of that and the fact you can't daisy chain, I have no qualms with it.
Yeah, I think that being that this was a first go around, they'll probably take the recommendations that we have here to let us plug something in ourselves, and to have the daisy chaining option would be a good thing. So for your money, is this something that you're going to throw in your digi bag?
Me personally, I will, because of the nature of what we do. We'll shoot 600-700 gigs on a day, and then when we process out TIFFs and JPEGs, that's another 300 to 500 gigabytes. So this gives me the option of having a master drive that I can transport from set to hotel with everything on it, whereas before you'd have, you know, a single drive, or you'd have a full RAID system that you'd need power. This I can go, we're at dinner and somebody wants to see something, we want to tweak a file, we can use this as our master drive, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to incorporating into our personal system.
Cool, thank you, Richie. So there you have it, guys. Again, DigiRichie. If you've got questions that you want to ask DigiRichie that he can answer for you, go onto the Twitter and go to @TheDigiRichie and hashtag Ask DigiRichie, and we'll pull some of those questions and do some other type of videos where he answers them from time to time. So there you have it, guys. We both like this thing. There are some things that we'd like to be better. We just talked about that. We will see you on the next show. Richie, thank you again.
Thanks, dude.
Explode. And there you have it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.